Okay, it is Friday, November 4th, 2022, and from the home studio in Middletown, Delaware, I'm Marshal Manlove from Delaware Sports and my sports reports. This is a special Wing Day edition of the show. Yeah, on Fridays, I head over to Dutch Country Farmers Market, Middletown, after I work out at the Planet Fitness over there. Burn 200 calories, walk next door, go to Stoltzfus Barbecue, who don't support the show, by the way. I just support them. And then I load up on 2,000 calories of wings. And that's what I do on Fridays. And then today, I'll head down and watch a middle school championship tournament down in Kent County. That's fun. It's a tournament I like to go and watch, and I referee that one, and it's a lot of fun. Let's see some honors for the Delaware Fightin' Blue Hen field hockey team. The All-CAA teams have been mentioned, and first team All-CAA is Berber Bakermans. The All-Rookie team features Leah Becker and Noelle Sabah. Ashlyn Carr makes the All-CAA first team. Julia Duffhouse makes the All-CAA first team. And also the Defensive Player of the Year. This is Julia Duffhouse. Congratulations to those Fightin' Blue Hens for their postseason honors. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is brought to you by me, Marshal Manlove, stage hypnotist. If you'd like a funny, fascinating, and memorable experience for a party or an event that you are having, please consider my stage hypnosis show, all the details of which you can find at marshalmanlove.com. I do these shows all around the country, from Atlantic City to Las Vegas, internationally as well. And I can bring one to your backyard if you want. Put up a tent, some chairs, give me some power. We'll have some fun. That's what we do. The Marshal Manlove Stage Hypnosis Show. And special thanks go out to Jazzercise in Middletown. One of the proprietors there runs a very active Facebook group page for parents of high school athletes. They're kind enough to post up links to this video that I produce in that page, and I appreciate that. Now, what else is going on? St. Mark's track star Natalie Donaldson is committed to attend the College of Charleston in South Carolina and will compete for the Cougars. And if you have such an announcement that you would like to share with me so I can help you celebrate it with those who watch the show, please send them to me at Marshal Manlove. Well, you could send it to Marshall at that one too. But mysportsreports@gmail.com. I have like 5 email addresses. Marshall.manlove@foxroach.com. That's my real estate address. Yeah, I sell real estate too. Delaware, Maryland, and Pennsylvania. That's where I was thinking. I sold a couple houses these last couple days too. Anyway, verbal commitment, written commitment. You want to share it with the viewers here. mysportsreports@gmail.com. I will happily celebrate them with you. In field hockey, in the final regular season match between Wilmington Friends and Mount Pleasant, the Quakers unloaded on the Green Knights 11-0 to end their season 12-3. Madeline Rowland scored 3 goals and had 1 assist. The Quakers await their seeding and tournament opponent for the first round. There's Madeline Rowland. Other field hockey scores: Red Lion 1, Brandywine 0. It was Indian River 2 and Sussex Academy 1. Delmarva Christian 4-1 winners over Seaford. Laurel 6, Christiana 0. Padua beats Ursuline 2-0. And Tower Hill closes out their season with a winning record, beating St. Andrews 4-0. Football, Thursday night football. I'm sorry, but all right, I like to just kind of keep things positive, not express too many opinions about other things. But football is just not football on Thursday. Okay? It's not. However, this particular evening, some history was made at the Conrad School of Sciences as they played their first ever night game, which they won 26-20. No stats available. I started producing this around 5 this morning. Lack of statistics available for me to talk about here. In boys soccer, Dover rolled over Christiana 10-0. Abram Leal scored 3 times and assisted on 2 other goals. Dylan Palasco had a goal and 3 assists. And Kalen Noble scored twice and had 1 assist. The Senators finished the regular season 8-6-1, while the Vikings end up 7-8. They might have needed to win that game against Dover. It was Tower Hill 6 and Wilmington Christian 0 as Tommy Vanny scored 3 goals for the Hillers. They end the regular season 11-2-2. The Warriors end up 3-10-2. In just a couple minutes, we'll talk about the second round of the state volleyball tournament. Part 1. Part 2 will be tomorrow. I'm going to have to make a special note about something I said the other day that was incorrect because I can barely speak. The trouble is thinking and speaking at the same time. That's really what it is. In soccer, other scores, St. Mark's blanked MOT Charter 6-0. It's a charter school, Wilmington 2, Middletown 1. Smyrna over Dickinson 6-0. Sussex Academy beat Laurel 2-1. It was McCain 6-2 over Mount Pleasant. And Wilmington Friends 2-1 winners over St. Andrews. And Alessio Cristinetti Walker scored both of those goals for the Quakers. It's like my favorite kicker. Kicks a lot of goals with a soccer team, goes out to the football field, kicks some field goals, extra points, and then probably, what else could he do at that point? There's nothing else to do. I guess he could go run track. Can't play volleyball, though. So take a look at the Division I and Division II standings here. As far as records are concerned, a lot of teams here with 10 wins. In Division I, you have 7, led by Delcastle in their undefeated regular season at 15-0. And then Caravel, 13-2 in Division II. So that's going to be an interesting tournament there. A lot of disparity between the upper teams and the teams with lower winning percentages. Let's put it that way. Not a lot in the middle there. So statistics not available for any of these really, except for one of the teams that lost here yesterday in round 1, part 2 of the state volleyball tournament. It was Tower Hill sweeping Brandywine easily in 3 sets. Dover beats Cape Henlopen in 5 sets. They had to come from behind to do it. They won the first set, dropped the next 2, and then had to come from behind, winning set 5, 16-14. And while some people might have thought this was a surprise, these two teams played earlier in the year. Cape Henlopen won in 5 sets. So whatever adjustments needed to be made there, they were made by the Senators late in this match. And then, I don't know, they were 8-7 coming in. Cape had 10 wins, but it's not that big of a surprise, really. The Senators are tough. Delaware Military, 3-0 winners over Dickinson. In a game I saw last night, it was Middletown in 5 sets over Wilmington Charter. And at one point, in the middle of the 3rd set here, the teams had scored exactly the same amount of points. As you can see there, they split the first 2 matches, so they were tied with 41 points apiece, and then it was like 12-12 at some point in the 3rd set. So it's pretty exciting there. And I heard somebody say that Middletown wasn't getting any credit. I gave them credit here. They beat at least two teams that received byes in the first round. So they're good, and they move on to the second round. So let's take a look at that bracket, see if I can pull that up. It's out there. The bracket's out there. Everybody posts it. You can see it out there in all sorts of places. But anyway, let's take a look at the matchups for tonight's round, part 1, second round. What I think I said the other day was that the winners Thursday were going to play Friday. The winners Thursday are playing, the winners from last night are playing Saturday in part 2 of round 2. All right, let me get some coffee going here. The number 2 seeded Royals of Delmarva Christian are 13-2 and will host the Indian River Indians. More coffee necessary. Or 11-5. The Royals are coached by Mike Zampini, and they are led by 2 pairs of sisters, senior Ellie Milloway and her sophomore sister Elena, who are hitters, and senior setter, come on, Marshall, senior setter Tessa Kwiatkowski and her junior sister Maggie, who also sets. Elena Milloway, she's a nationally ranked beach player who had 18 kills in the Royals' regular season win in straight sets against Indian River. Tessa Kwiatkowski has over 1,000 assists in her career, as you can see by the well-produced graphic from Delmarva Christian. The Indians are coached by Bridget Wolfgang. For the Indians, Cameron Ellers will help significantly in all areas, defensively and offensively. She is headed to Carson Newman, as you can see by the well-produced graphic by the Indian River artists there. She will play volleyball for Carson Newman next year. Lily Hoban will get some sets to kill, and watch for Scarlett Dunn, a Stevenson commit. The number 10 seeded Red Lion Lions, coached by Dina Mendick, bring their 10-6 record to Camden to face the 11-4 Caesar Rodney Riders, coached by Sarah Huseman. The Lions setter is freshman Anthos, who will look to keep outside power hitter junior Eliza Schneider busy. When these two connect properly, Schneider is hard to defend and is one of the hardest hitters in the state. There's another look at the Lions there. Oops, hit the wrong X. There we go. The Riders run a 6-2 with setter Claire Huseman and Alyssa Diem. There's Diem there, both juniors. They use a few different offensive options, including senior, there's Claire Huseman, senior Sasha Martisic and Melissa Eddy. Got backwards in the graphic there, but there's Melissa Eddy and Sasha Martisic. Her name's Alexandra, goes by Sasha. It's a good name, Sasha. What else did I have about that? Both teams had Delmarva Christian and Middletown as common opponents this year. Both had the same fate. Unfortunately, they both came out on the losing side of those matches against those teams. This is probably the best matchup in today's second round pairings. I don't know if I'll be able to get over there in time to see that, but if this tournament I'm watching later ends early, might take a ride down to Camden to see what's going on. But then maybe not. Always find out what happened later. A Delaware State volleyball tournament would rarely be a state volleyball tournament here without a matchup between these two schools. The number 3 seeded St. Mark's Spartans, who are 14-1, and the number 19 seeded Ursuline Raiders, who were 6-9 after the regular season and 1, improving to 7-9. These two teams just met last week, and the Spartans swept the Raiders in straight sets. The Spartans are the 3 times defending state champions under head coach Nancy Griskowitz. The Raiders, coached by Jen Johnson, her first year at Ursuline. Spartans led offensively by Julia Yurkovich, and she's their senior outside hitter. Senior Milani May Cole, who can see here number 17. I'll do that's Milani May Cole over there. She adds additional power up front at the net. Their setter is freshman Maddie Way. There's freshman Maddie Way. She's real good. Defensively, they have one of the top liberos in the state in Taylor Holly. She gets to everything and brings a very long red ponytail along with every diving stop she makes. There's a picture of the Raiders. And for Ursuline, Hannah Kelly should get most of the hitting action. Eva Panunto and Haley Timmons share setting duties. The winner of this match will meet the winner of the last one we will talk about today, and that is the matchup between the number 6 Newark Charter Patriots, who are 13-2, and the number 11 seeded Appoquinimink Jaguars, who are now 11-5, picking up their 11th win of the year, beating St. George's in the first round of the tournament. Let's see. The Patriots beat Appoquinimink in the second match of the regular season, 3-0. They are coached by Jess Weller and well coached. There's a picture of the Patriots. Let's blow that up there. They're rarely out of position on defense, so to beat them, a team has to have some big hitters to push through that defense. They use 2 setters, senior Devin Diodato and Kennedy Pavlikovich. There's Kennedy. She's a freshman who also racks up a bunch of kills for the Patriots. Libero, McKenna Ritchie, is one of those Patriots who's always in position for a dig, and they will get outside offense also from Sarah Schutz, Lila Seiler, Emily Turner, and Jordan Williams. Stacked team there. I'll tell you what, for a 13-2 team, a 6th seeded 13-2 team, that's a pretty low seeded team, just the way it works out. But this is a better team than a number 6 seed suggests. Jaguars, led by junior Alexis Parkinson, their setter, and Gianna Folke, their go-to hitter. Amy Abad provides the opportunity for highlight reel defensive saves, and head coach Nikki Parkinson will need to get her team up for this battle, which will take place in Newark tonight at 6:30. Special thanks go out to my wonderful, beautiful wife, Donnie M., my friends, Joey V., Tommy K., for watching. Ann W., thank you so much for your support as well. You can help support the show, help spread the love here by liking, sharing, and subscribing. Let's help cross-promote all these wonderful young athletes who are providing this opportunity for us to be entertained at this time of the year and throughout the course of the scholastic athletic seasons. It's a lot of fun. If you don't watch a lot of local sports here, I suggest that you do. It is infectious. Keep an eye out for the semifinal round of this tournament. It is one of the most exciting local sports events you will attend. Just watch for it on the schedule. It's not going to matter who are in there playing. The event is fun. Highly recommend that. So watch out for when that takes place. Let's see. Submit any items of interest to me at mysportsreports@gmail.com. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the time now, in between second breakfast and 11sies. There's no 11sies today, though, because it's Wing Day. Yeah, Wing Day. Dutch Country Farmers Market. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm Marshal Manlove, and now I'm gone. Yeah. My coffee's gone, too. I have to leave. I have to go do something now. My coffee's run out. Candy hasn't run out, though. Still plenty of candy. I'm going to hit that before I hit the gym.